Also, while we're getting ready, Molly, I don't know if you unintentionally dodged the question last time or if you just didn't hear me, but you never exactly told us how the circus creates and writes their performance acts.
I'd forgotten about that. It's...
Oh, so you did hear me, though.
We were in the middle of things.
Just clarifying.
It's usually Gustav. Somebody's got an act, they show it off. Gustav figures out how it's going to work into the narrative, puts it all together.
So you bring your own narrative.
You bring a bit,
All right.
and then the bit is shaped and formed by the director of the show. Whether or not if you can do a thing with fire, you can do some juggling, and then they figure out how that's going to work into anything, into everything, and where it sits, and what kind of costuming. The whole thing is just, I mean, it's all an act, mostly.
So...
Mostly an act.
Did Toya and Calorie come together with their act?
They came separate.
What is the...
Oh, you're thinking of, yeah, Toya and Kaori, they were an act before, they were an act for as long as I can remember, right? They were...
As long as you remember, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
I've never not known them as an act.
I thought when we talked to them, they said that Toya came after Kairi. They joined the circus at separate times.
That's what they told you?
When we were investigating, we were...
We gave them a hard, what was it?
Bad cop.
Yeah, good cop. I was the good cop.
I was the bad cop.
Yeah, and we got hard information from them, and then...
You're not leaving here
Yeah.
without telling us the truth.
Yeah, and I was like, don't worry, she won't hurt you. I'll be really
I'm
good.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
and then
won't
they
hurt
just
you.
fessed up to everything, and they were like, we're a fiend, and she was like, I'm a little girl.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was how it went.
She confessed to being a little girl.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Do you have
Yeah.
any empty positions at the circus for these two?
I'm feeling like maybe that might be a thing.
And Teal, if you said it's mostly an act, what's the not mostly part?
Well, I mean, everyone's got some weird. We're weird people. People come in and you're a bit strange. You've got something you can do.
Are they all swashbuckling swordsmen like you?
No.
Can they all tell fortunes like you?
No.
Do they cut themselves like you?
Oh, well, that's a complicated conversation, but no.
So, you guys are super easy to lie to. No offense or anything. So they lied to them, which means...
No, they didn't lie to us.
We meted out the truth.
They told us the truth.
We cracked the case wide open.
Yeah.
She is a little girl, to be fair.
Not?
Toya. Unless, and here's my new theory, the big frogman, he can leech the life force from people?
If that's what it is.
I think that's what it is.
What if Toya is a fully grown adult woman, but he's been slowly leeching so much life from her that she's a small husk?
Toya's not a fully grown adult woman.
She's a tiny, full-grown person.
She's a dwarf.
Oh, she's just a dwarf?
Is she a full-grown
Okay, that makes more sense, actually. It just seemed like she was shrunken down from magic.
I remember her
That's
voice. It was like
so
really
offensive.
hoarse.
Perhaps this girl Toya is his baby's bottle, and then once in a while he wants an extra snack.
I think you're right, but I don't know how he's managed to go this long. Like, why now? And why in front of all those people?
What if
That's
he's
weird.
like one of those creatures that lives on the bottom of the sea, and she's not actually even a person? She's just like this light thing
One
that
of his
dangles in
tentacles.
front of.
One of his tentacles.
Yeah.
He has tentacles now.
Not just tentacles, dwarf tentacles.
Very animated.
Let's go.
I
I think
he
we
is-
know all we need to know.
I think he is
Let's
a
roll out.
fiend. I think he is feeding off of her.
Yeah.
The rest of it, I'm not sure.
You never noticed Toya acting weird? You were never like, oh, this is a strange...
Us, we're all a bit weird, and you don't ask a ton of questions.
Yeah, but there's a difference between quirky weird and, oh, I think this person's life force is being siphoned away from them weird.
There is, and it's the difference between being in a carnival and not being in a carnival.
Then why were you with the carnival?
Because I'm weird.
That tracks. That fully tracks.
I mean, it's putting together. He was never that talkative. He was never. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, what are we doing?
Let's go find a damn toad.